Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. So today is another subscriber Sunday video, and this time we have Cody from Texas. There must be a thing about Texas. I think it's like the third subscriber video I've had from Texas. But anyway, so I've already had a quick little look at Cody's video, and he says he's having a problem with bow bounce, and specifically when he's changing the bow. And again, bow bouncing is quite a common problem. So let's start off by watching Cody's video, and then we'll come back and see if we can help him.
Hey Allison, this is Cody from America over in Texas. And the two big issues I'm still having are bow bounces at the down bow, the bow change, and then having really flexible fingers. So here's my bow hold.
Okay, so first of all, Cody doesn't actually say how long he's been playing for, but he looks to me like, well, he looks to me like he's either been playing quite a while, or he's just been working really hard on his bow and his wrist and how he's holding the bow. And all of that looks really good, to be honest. You can see that he's got his wrist up. A lot of people have their wrist down, their fingers aren't flexible, the wrist isn't flexible. He's got a really good bow hold. Usually when you get bow bounce, it's because you're not tilting enough. A lot of people sort of, you know, it's mostly to do with the bow hold, but he's tilting quite a lot, which is generally what I tend to do. So this would be my bow hold, so I tilt quite a lot towards the index finger. The bow hold that I tend to do and teach is a hybrid, sort of hybrid between the Franco-Belgian bow hold and the Russian bow hold. The Russian bow hold is very tilted. I'm not quite as tilted as that, but I kind of have a hybrid of the Franco-Belgian and the Russian, because I do like to tilt and put more pressure on my index finger than I do my little finger. So his bow hold looks really good, and as he's bowing looks really good as well, and his wrist is moving. The one thing he's not doing is actually moving his fingers when he gets to the top of the bow. So he's almost very nearly there, but just sort of not quite there. So again, I want to reiterate that this is probably for more advanced players or more advanced beginner players, not actual advanced, but more advanced beginner players, or those of you that may have been playing for a good few years. So this isn't something that I would expect from a beginner. This would be something that you should aim to work on and aim to get to, but isn't something that you're going to be accomplishing, you know, in a few weeks or a few months. So this is after a good few years of practicing. So he's bowing up quite nicely. And you can see as I'm bowing up here, I'm moving my wrist. So this part of my wrist is going up and down. If you notice, the one thing that's not happening is there's no movement in my fingers, which is what Cody is not doing. He's not moving his fingers, which is very ironic, because at the beginning of the video when he showed me his bow hold, he actually moved his fingers in and out, which is very difficult to do. When, you know, it's a very difficult movement to do, actually moving your fingers. There's one thing being able to do this, it's another actually being able to physically do this, where you can see my fingers are pulling the bow towards my hand. So he did actually do that, he just never applied it. So when you're bowing up, this is an over-exaggeration, but the top of the wrist comes up, and this is where your fingers should flex in. And as you bow down, your fingers should start to flex out again. So you can see my fingers flexing in. And as I bow down, my fingers are flexing out. So if I do that again. So if he's actually flexing his fingers in and out, not only is he going to get smoother transition, so instead of going where it just cuts off at the end of each bow, you're going to get each bow change can then blend into the next sound quite seamlessly. So that's all he really needs to do, is just, he's sort of 80-90% there, so that's all he needs to do, just flex his fingers. He's tilting the bow quite a bit, which is fine. I don't have any problem with that when he's doing the scale, but when he's moving fast, it seems like the whole finger thing will help this issue. And also it looked to me like he was lifting the bow off the string a little bit as well, so he just needs better control with the actual bow, and that's again going to come from the hands, but not necessarily the fingers, just more of just taking better control of the bow and not, you know, and not let the bows skip off the string. So there we go. I hope that has helped Cody and anybody else that might be having a similar type of problem. Don't forget, if you've got any videos that you want to send in, all the details will be underneath this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.